Good morning. Today we are going to do experiment number 8, capacitors in series and in parallel. To do this experiment we need several materials. Those materials are, first of all, we need a power supply. We need two parallel plate capacitor, one large plate capacitor and another small parallel plate capacitor. We need 2 voltmeters. We need an electrometer amplifier, and we need a two-way switch. And finally, we need a connecting rod. Don't forget, to do the connection, we need several connecting wires. Let's begin. First of all, I'm going to measure the capacitance of the large plate capacitor. To do this experiment, I plug this one into the positive terminal like this and into the B terminal of the two-way switch. Now I exit from A to the right hand side of the parallel plate capacitor like this, and finally to close the circuit I need a connecting wire. Put it here and like this to the negative terminal. As you can observe, now we have a closed circuit. The current can flow like this to the two-way switch, flowing like this, enters here, goes like this, and to the parallel plate capacitor, and exits the parallel plate capacitor to the capacitance. Like this, I'm charging this one. Actually, the amount of charge that I can store in my capacitor is very small. That's why I need a electrometer amplifier. The electrometer amplifier will amplify the charge in such a way that I can make my reading. To do this, I need another device, electrometer amplifier. How we can do this? So all what I have to do is whenever I charge this one, I have to take all those charges and throw them into the electrometer amplifier, into the capacitor of the electrometer, and I have to make my reading here. To do this, again, let's bring a connecting wire, connect this one C, and plug this one into the capacitor of the electrometer amplifier like this, and finally this one, the positive is the ground, this one like this into this one like this, or the ground. So I'm using the electrometer. Now I have to make my reading of the electrometer amplifier. To make my reading, all what I need is to read the difference of potential. Again, I need two other connecting wires. The first one is the positive into the positive, and the ground into the ground. Like this. Those allow me to measure the difference of potential across the electrometer amplifier. And what about this one? This one, as you can observe, this is the ground or connecting rod. The connecting rod is this one. So I have to bring a wire, connecting wire, a long connecting wire, put this one here, and connect it here. Connected here. And let's go back to this one. Actually, this is a power supply. It delivers a given amount of difference of potential. I have to measure the difference of potential using this voltmeter. To do this, I need two other connecting wires. One on the ground like this, and put it here, and using another connecting wire like this one here, like this, and like this. So those two wires allow me to measure the difference potential across the capacitor. Finally, this electrometer device or electrometer amplifier cannot work unless it has, we have to plug it into the main, which means that it needs electricity. So that's why, as you can observe, I have here an adapter. I plug it into the main, I take this wire and plug this one here. So the circuit is very complex, so complicated one. So I have, this one is my circuit. So how we can make my measurements? First of all, I have to turn this one on. Turn it on. Put this one on 0. Turn it on. Voltmeter. So I have to adjust this value on 12 volt. Now, what we have to do, we have to change the two-way switch into B. When it is on B, the current can flow through this this blue wire, flow like this, and through this one to the large plate capacitor. So I'm charging it now. Whenever I charge it, okay, I have to make my reading. To make my readings, this is the charge, the quantity of charge delivered here is very small. That's why I have to change the two-way switch to the C and make my reading here to find the difference of potential across the electrometer amplifier. So all what I have to do is to decrease a little bit the scale. It's on 1.5. So 1.5, I make my reading on the 15 and divide this value by 10 to convert 15 into 1.5. So once I convert it into 1.5, I can make my reading. So how we are going to do the experiment? Actually, I have to do this experiment for two different values of the potential delivered by the power supply, for 12 volt and 24 volt, for large plate capacitor and for the small plate capacitor, 12 volt. To begin with 12, so I have to repeat it twice. This is the volt across the amplifier. So I have to repeat it twice. To repeat it another time, what I have to do actually, I have to charge this plate capacitor again. To charge it again, I have to change the two-way switch again to B. And when I charge it, I have again to connect it to C. As you can observe, the value here will change. It's not the same value. Why? Because it has been the amount of charge stored on the large plate capacitor have been delivered, have been put on the electrometer amplifier. If I put every time I charge this one and I empty it in the electrometer amplifier, so each time this one will increase in value. As you can observe, look very carefully, 1, 2, 3, and now it's higher value. And again, if I charge this one again and discharge it on the electrometer amplifier, this one will increase. What I have to do actually, if I would like to do the same experiment twice, I repeat it, I have to discharge this one every time before beginning a new measurement. To discharge it, I have to use the rod, connecting rod. So the connecting rod must be connected here like this. Look here very carefully, when I put, look how this one has been discharged to 0. Now its value is 0. As this one here, as you can observe, I have to connect the connecting rod on the both plate capacitor, on the both plates. from the parallel plate capacitor like this. But this one can be done only if the two-way switch is on the C option, not on B, because if I put it on B and if I touch this one like this, I can destroy the power supply because I will shortcut it. So whenever it's on C, I can do this one. Now I would like to make my measurement, my first measurement. To do my first measurement, I connect this one on B, and I have, because the charging of a capacitor, according to the previous experiment, experiment number 7, the charging of a capacitor cannot be done instantaneously, but it takes some time, some interval of time. And I don't know what is this interval of time. This one depends on tau, the time constant of the plate capacitor. Because I don't know what is the interval of time, I have to try to repeat the same experiment in the same way. In the same way, it means that when I charge the plate capacitor, I have to wait, for example, for 5 seconds. And after 5 seconds, I have to discharge it. If every time I have to wait for 5 seconds. Let's do it, the first one. As you can observe, my value here is 0. Okay, it's 0. My value here is 12 volts. Okay, it's 12. Let's begin with the first one. Now I am going to charge the plate capacitor. To charge the plate capacitor, I will change the two-way switch into B, like this. And I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After 5, I put it on C. And again, I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I make my reading here. So this value is equal to 1.8. 1.8 divided by 10 to convert this one, it's equal to 0.18. Again, to repeat the same experiment, I have to discharge this one again like this. Discharge it like this. Now it's 0, as you can observe here. 0. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And make my reading here. It's now not 1.8, but it is 2.6 or 2.7. Divided by 2, 0.27. That's everything. Now I have to do for 24. To do for 24, I will change this one to 24 like this. 24. 24, and again, I discharge this one like this. As you can observe, this one has been discharged. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I make my reading here. Again, it's 5, 6, 7, 7.2 or 0.72, 0.72. And again, repeat it again, discharge it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not 7, but it is 4.6, 0.46, 0.46. Now, we have to go to the small plate capacitor. To go to the small plate capacitor, all what I have to do is to take this one off, like this, and put it on the small plate capacitor, and this one like this, and put it here. This is a complicated circuit, actually. And repeat the same process. Before repeating the same process, I have to discharge to ground. To ground it, I have to use the small plate capacitor. And again. So, as you can observe, we have the circuit. This one is plugged here using the small plate capacitor. So, now discharge the small plate capacitor. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The value is equal to, I'm going to change the scale into 1.5, 1.5 using the lower scale. It's equal to 1 to 2.2, 2.2 divided by 10, 0.22. And repeat a second time. Before repeating second time, I'm going to discharge the plate capacitor like this. As you can observe, this one has been discharged. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 2.5. 2.5 divided by 10 is 0.25. And repeat the same for 24. To repeat the same for 24, 52. It's okay. Now what we have to do, actually we have to put the two plate capacitor in series. To put them in series, this is a very easy task. All what I have to do is to go here, and again take this one, put it on the left hand side from the large plate capacitor, like this. Put this one here. And connect those two with a connecting wire. They will become in series. In series, this one like this, and this one like this. So they are now in series. They are in series. And repeat the same process or procedure for those two plate capacitors plugged in series. So first of all, I'm going to discharge them. If to discharge them, I can put this one on 1 or both. And again, using the two-way switch. This one, as you can observe, corresponds to 24 volt. 24 volt, according to the values, 24 volt, 24 volt. So now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's make our reading. 1, 2, 3, 3.5 divided by 10, 0.35 in series, 0.35. Now again, repeat it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's equal 1, 2, 3, 3.8 divided by 0.38. And repeat the same for 12 volt. Now, how about in parallel? In parallel, look very carefully how we can put them in parallel. Actually, I'm going to unplug this one like this, and this one like this. Now I have to connect. They are connected from inside. I have to connect them from outside. To connect them from outside, I need a wire, connecting wire. Like this one here, and this other one here. They are connected now. As you can observe, they are connected in parallel. In parallel. They are in parallel. Okay, they are in parallel. Now, what we have to do, we have to repeat the same. This one is connected outside. So it's connected from both sides, outside. And this one is connected from inside, like this. They are in parallel. And I will repeat the same procedure as before, as previously. Here we can see that there is some amount of charge inside those two plate capacitors. I have to discharge them. To discharge them, I connect this one like this. And as you can observe, here it becomes zero. Zero here. So all what I have to do is to put here this one on the charging option and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, discharge, look here very carefully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the value makes the reading is equal 10, 11, 12, 13, almost 13. Divided by 10, 1.3. 1.3 for 24. Because the value chosen here is equal to 24. Again, so I have to discharge this one. Look here very carefully. To discharge it, I will connect this one like this and repeat the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Discharge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 10, 11, 12, 12.4 divided by 2, 1.4. 10, 12, 1.24. So this, I will do the same for 12 volt. Once we finish this one, we go to the calculation. How we can do my calculation? So first of all, I'm going to turn off the power supply. Take those one a little bit away from me. and bring this one like this. We know that for a capacitor, we know that the relationship is Q is equal CV. This is for the parallel plate capacitor. What about the amplifier? For the amplifier, Q amplifier is equal C amplifier V amplifier. So we know that Q is equal to Q amplifier. Why? Because all Q in the plate capacitor, I discharge them into the into the electrometer amplifier. So because Q is equal Q amplifier, I can say that CV is equal C amplifier V amplifier. Or another way to make calculation of C is equal C amplifier V amplifier divided by V. C amplifier is given here. Look very carefully, I'm going to show it to you. The value of the C amplifier is equal 10 nanofarad. Is given, is known, 10 nanofarad. So I'm going to put here 10 nanofarad. Now what about V amplifier? V amplifier is this value, or this one, or this one, or this one, whatever, it's this value. And V is equal 12 or 24. So let's make the calculation for the first one, for this one. First of all, let's find the average value of those. 0.18 plus 0.27 is equal 0.45 divided by 2, 0.225. So let's make calculation of C according to this relationship times 0.225 volt divided by 12 volt is equal, using the calculator, 10 nanofarad times 0.225 divided by 12 is equal to 0.1875. I'm going to write it here, 0.187. What? Farad, 10 to power minus 9 farad, nanofarad. And the same I will do for this one, and this one, and this one, and this one, and I will find all values. Now, once I have this value, those two values, I will find the average and their standard error of the mean, and I will do the same. That's everything for this experiment. Thank you.